Directions on the globe. You had learnt about the four directions in the earlier chapter. The four directions are north, south, east, and west. To learn about these four cardinal directions, we need to study some basic facts about our planet Earth. The Earth is a sphere, a round solid body. The Earth spins or rotates on an imaginary axis. This imaginary axis passes through the center of the Earth. The end points of the axis are fixed. These two end points can be used as starting points on the Earth or on the globe. One of these points is called the North Pole, the other is the South Pole. We can locate the north and the south directions easily. The top point of the earth is the north direction and the bottom is south direction. If you face north, the east is on your right, the west is on your left, and the south is at your back. The earth rotates every day from the west to the east. Lines on the globe. In early times, we did not have address system for locating cities or villages. Then, people used to locate places on the basis of idea and guess. Today, we can locate a place in a city or a village by using its address. The address generally includes the house number, the name of the street or road, and the name of the city and state. Similarly, a globe shows us many places, and we see many places on the maps too. But do you know how to locate these places on the earth, or how you can reach these places? Generally, we use a map or globe to locate the places with the help of the grid system. What is a grid and how does it help us? Observe the globe carefully. You will see many lines across the globe. Some run from the North Pole to the South Pole. These are called longitudes. The others run around the earth from west to east. These are called latitudes. The network of lines of latitude and longitudes on the globe is drawn. This is called the grid. It is also known as graticule. With the help of the grid, we can locate places and learn much about them. With the help of grid, we also know how hot or cold it would be there. which direction should we go to reach it, and what time it would be there at any moment. To locate a place, we need to know both the latitude and longitude of a place. For example, the location of Hyderabad is 17 degrees north, 78 degrees east, which means Hyderabad is located on a globe where 17 degrees north latitude and 78 degrees east longitude cross each. What are latitudes and longitudes? The horizontal circle that goes around the globe exactly in the middle at equal distance from the north and south poles is called the equator because it divides Earth into two equal parts. This circle is designated as 0 degrees latitude. From the equator, going towards the poles are a series of parallel circles. Each circle is called a latitude. Latitude comes to us from the Latin word latitudo, meaning width. If one draws parallels at an interval of 1 degree from the North Pole to South Pole, the total number of parallels including the equator will be 181. Every latitude must be designated with the direction N for north and S for south. For the equator, there is no north or south designation. Latitude values range from 0 degrees equator to 90 degrees north, the North Pole, and 90 degrees south to the South Pole. Each parallel measures 1 degree north or south of the equator. Degrees of latitude are divided into 60 minutes. To be even more precise, those minutes are divided into 60 seconds. Following the way angles are designated in geometry, latitudes are expressed in degrees, minutes, and seconds. Example: 20 degrees 35 minutes 56 seconds north latitude. In Google Maps, we can see 20 degrees 35 minutes 56 seconds, but in our school atlas we can use only 20 degrees. We do not use minutes and seconds. In many atlases, you will not find the minutes and seconds. The distance is same between two latitudes. The distance between two consecutive parallels of latitude is equal to about 111 kilometers or 69 miles. Equator is the largest among all the latitudes. All other latitudes on either side gradually become smaller towards poles. At the poles, the 90 degrees north and 90 degrees south are not circles at all. They are just points. That half of Earth between the equator and North Pole is called the Northern Hemisphere. Hemi means half, sphere means ball. Hemisphere means half a ball or half a sphere. The half that is between the equator and the South Pole is called the Southern Hemisphere. The Earth is divided into different climatic zones according to the latitudes. Some latitudes are given special names. These are related to the patterns of sunlight falling on Earth that you would have studied when you learned about the seasons and Earth's revolution around the Sun. The important latitudes are 90 degrees north latitude called North Pole, 66.5 north latitude is called Arctic Circle, 23.5 degrees north latitude Tropic of Cancer, 0 degrees latitude equator, 23.5 degrees south Tropic of Capricorn, 65.5 degrees south Antarctic Circle, 90 degrees south South Pole. Earth has three main climate zones. They are tropical, temperate, and polar zone. The solar radiation reaches the ground on different parts of the Earth with different angles. Throughout the seasons, the position of the Sun to the Earth and thus the angle of incidence of the sunlight also change. Thus, the sunlight warms up the Earth around the equator much more strongly than at the poles. The place between Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn is called Tropic Zone, that means heat zone. In the regions between the equator and the tropics, the solar radiation reaches the ground nearly vertically at noon time during almost the entire year. Thereby, it is very warm in this region. The place between Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle and Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle is called temperate zones. In the temperate zone, the solar radiation arrives with a smaller angle, and the average temperatures here are much cooler than in the tropics. The seasons and day length differ significantly in the course of a year. From Arctic Circle to North Pole and Antarctic Circle to South Pole area is called frigid zone or polar zone. The polar areas between 60 degrees latitude and the poles receive less heat through solar radiation, since the Sun has a very flat angle toward the ground. Because of the change of the Earth axis angle to the Sun, the daylight varies most in this zone. Properties of latitude. Lines of latitude are also called parallels because they run horizontally to each other and the equator. The parallels are drawn at equal distance from each other. The parallels are complete circles except the poles, which are points. The longest parallel is the equator. The length of other parallels decrease when we go from the equator towards the poles. The equator is a great circle, while others are small circles. The latitudes do not touch or cross each other. They are parallel.